Hi friends, I'm Elisha and this is greetings to you from India. I would like to share with you about Kripa Sadan, a movement that has been working among the tribal people of Gond, which is the largest tribal people group in Asia, um, which is in the central part of India. After I finished my graduation, I came to know Jesus and I gave my life to Jesus Christ. And I wanted to serve Him so much. So therefore, I took a small field trip to this central part of India, wanted to get to know this people group which were in my heart for a long, long time. So as I went, I began to visit families and began to visit villages there. I saw a great need among the children. They don't have education, they don't have proper food, and especially the ones who had lost their parents because of accidents or snake bites, and sometimes not availability of medicines on time. They died due to sicknesses. So those children were forced to live with their extended family members who are using these children as domestic laborers, not treating them as children, not treating them as a family members, but using them as a domestic laborers, making them forcefully making them to work in the fields at home and not allowing them to go to school like other children. I'm really touched. I was really moved with that, what's happening, how the children were being treated, and I wanted to really be part of their life. I wanted to do something for them. I began to question, I began to wonder, what can I do for them so that their lives could be transformed? With the help of local friends, I began to visit families and were talking to children, and soon I found myself sitting in a house having children gathered around me, and I'm teaching them. And the children, day by day, as the days passed by, I felt, I saw that the children are not coming to me just because they want to learn something. They're coming to me because they wanted to share with me how they're being treated in the families, how they're really mistreated, and how they are desperately want to run away because they wanted to avoid this mistreatment in the family. So therefore, I felt I was supposed to bring the children together and put them in a place where they are provided with a family environment. So therefore, with the help of local friends, I set up a home for these children in that village. At this moment, the Kripa Sadan was found with all the children in the home, and Kripa Sadan meaning House of Compassion. And we saw the children were growing in the house. They were very happy. They're living in a very healthy family environment, being fed, and they're being taken care as just as in a family. And as we are getting, as the kids are getting older, as they are getting into bigger classes, a school is needed, a bigger school is needed, a bigger accommodation is needed, especially to accommodate boys separately and the girls separately, because as I see the kids are growing, they needed a privacy for them. We moved into the city, the children are going to school, and everything is nice in the rented house because the kids had a separate housing for girls and boys. With that came many challenges for me. For instance, meeting up the needs, coming with finances, and many other challenges were there. So therefore, we began to wonder as what to do. I mean, we're standing at the crossroads and we don't know what to do and how to really meet these needs. By the grace of God, by now we have found, with all those troubles we had, we found an organization that came along our side. That's King's Kids, based in Dortmund, with many other donors, generous donors, who came forward to help and support Kripa Sadan and so that we could continue to help and provide for children in this house. But in 2011, all of a sudden we were asked to move away from the house where children are living. And we again had facing a big problem as like, what am I going to do with all these children who are living with us? And all of a sudden I have to move away from the campus. Many donors from through the network of King's Kids had came forward to buy Kripa Sadan a piece of land and to build a permanent home for children, so that we don't have a problem of moving from house to home, house to house. So therefore in 2011 we bought a land and began to construct a home which is going to be a permanent home for all the children who are living in Kripa Sadan. As you can see in the pictures, the Kripa Sadan has a two-story building for children to live. This is a major blessing for us, since we were asked to move away from the rented house. Out of this two-story building, we have the ground floor with 6 rooms, which is being used by boys and girls, and we still need to prepare the first floor for separate housing for girls and the campus staff. Kripa Southern campus is such big enough to accommodate nearly about 100 children and their caretakers, and presently Kripa Southern campus is feeding and giving shelter to 40 plus children who are orphans and semi-orphans. We have enough land to grow vegetables. In the seasonal crops we can grow here, which are used directly for the children, and we have a bore well which helps children to drink water from, and we have protected walls around so that children are protected inside, and in all, this is just such a blessing for Kripa Southern and for the children who are living in it. And all these kids go to school in their own new bus that was so generously sponsored by BGN, and I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. For over a decade, Kripa Southern has been the platform for many orphan and semi-orphan and underprivileged children to make their dream come true, to live in a healthy family environment and get education so that they could become healthy citizens. And with the knowledge of God's love, they are part of the kingdom of God who love Jesus and live for Him. And by now, we are officially registered and recognized by the Central Government of India as in juvenile justice law, and we could host and keep children in the campus and provide for them. Thanking kids and many other generous donors from Germany who came forward to support Kripa Southern's home and made this miracle possible. This whole new project, the whole housing project that was so generously sponsored by all those donors and friends from Germany through the network of King's Kids. I personally so moved, and I would like to thank each and every one of them for making this dream project possible.